So I would say my favorite memories in Apex surround my two sons. They went to Laurel Park Elementary School and Lufkin Road Middle School and Apex Friendship High School. And so just enjoying all the school years with them, going to the downtown parades. They're both in the band. Tree lighting, Peak Fest, all those events with my family that's definitely my favorite memory. The one that stands out was Peak Fest, and I don't know that it was the first Peak Fest that I took my children to, but it was the first Peak Fest that Stacy Galloway was the communications person, and she was there taking pictures. And so I had all kinds of great pictures of my kids just with all the other children at Peak Fest in the kids zone. So when I first was hired by the town of Apex, I had previously worked for the village of Pinehurst, and they had me go to a FEMA class to become a floodplain administrator. So when I got here, they realized that I had that background, and they had me look into the floodplain administration here, and I quickly realized that our subdivision ordinance allowed lots to go into the floodplain. And so there was nuisance flooding occurring in some of the neighborhoods like Shepherd's Vineyard, and I was like, why don't we change our ordinance so that we don't allow lots to go into the floodplain? And once we did that, we do not have nuisance flooding in our newer neighborhoods. And so that's something that no one really sees, but it was a really important change that affected really all of the newer neighborhoods in Apex. I would say what makes Apex home are the people. I absolutely love my neighborhood. I love my neighbors. I have lifelong friends from the Miramont neighborhood, folks that lived there years ago and have moved away I'm still in touch with. Definitely my children and their friends. And then my coworkers. I absolutely love all of the staff in the planning department. They are just amazing. We have the best planning department in North Carolina, I would say. maybe the whole country. So this was the hardest question for me. I would say that my hope for Apex is that it continues to be a place where everyone is welcome, that it's a place where people are positive and enjoy being here. I do think that there sometimes can be folks who aren't happy being here, and I've not experienced that for myself. I've loved living here, and so I just hope that it continues to be a place that people enjoy living and welcome folks that are, wanting to live here. So when I first arrived in Apex, there were separate subdivision and zoning ordinances, and the town had embarked on combining those into the very first unified development ordinance. There was a steering committee that was made up of engineers, developers, citizens, elected officials who all worked on trying to get the provisions to be more modernized. There was a particular interest in having resource conservation area and having more environmentally friendly ordinance in place. And so there were a lot of public input points throughout that process. And once it was adopted, we even said at the time of the adoption, this is a living document. It's not perfect. We're going to have to continue to modify it as the years go by, and you can look at the front. We document all of the changes, and there's been hundreds of amendments over the years.